Number 23 is talking about the ratio. So we've got the side lengths of two similar triangles. Sometimes it helps to draw a picture. So if you feel like you've got the time to do it, you might as well. They're similar triangles. That doesn't mean they're right triangles. It doesn't mean two sides are the same length. So you could draw it to look more random than this, but we're not going to get too picky about it. And the thing with similar triangles is they don't have to be the same size, but they have to be the same angles or the same shapes. So something like that. And again, these two up here do not have to look the same as each other. Okay, so doing this problem, it says the ratio of the sides is 3 to 5. So that would mean, I suppose I should put the smaller one first, the bigger one second. If this one is 3, this one is 5. Or if, let's say, 3 to 5 would have the same ratio as like 6 to 10. So if this was 6, this one down here would be 10. It does not have to be drawn to scale because this type of a thing is for you. Okay, it says a smaller triangle has sides that measure 5, 7, and 9. So again, this isn't really drawn to scale. Doesn't matter. If you want to draw it to scale, you sure can. But time is kind of an issue when you're taking these tests. So we've got 5, 7, and 9. What is the perimeter of the larger triangle? So there's a couple ways to do this. You can find each of the sides, and you're good, and you can find then what the perimeter of this is by adding up all three sides. Or you can find what the perimeter of this one is, and then use this to find what the perimeter of the bigger one is. So I'm going to do it that way. If you take your 5 plus 7 plus 9, you end up with 21. And you do have a calculator, so don't be afraid to use it. And then let's just think for a second. If we're going from 3 to 5, so if this one's 3, this one's 5, what do you have to multiply by to get from here over to here? So there's a couple ways you can go about answering that question. But what you're going to be multiplying by is this one divided by this one. So you're actually going to be multiplying by 5/3. And you can see that because the 3's cancel, leave you with 5. Or you can just think, okay, I take the bigger one divided by the smaller one because that's going to make these numbers bigger when I multiply by that 1.66. So I'm going to take then this perimeter, and I'm going to multiply it by 5/3. And again, you have your calculator, so if you're just putting that in your calculator, you can take 21 times, and then you're going to want parentheses, and you want to put 5 divided by 3. That's the same thing as 5/3 in there, and that would give me a perimeter here that's 35. Or if you're doing this by hand, you can say, okay, I've got 21 times 5/3. The 21 and the 3 will reduce to give this a 7. 7 times 5, 35. So either way should get you the right answer there. So your correct choice would then be C.